Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maddie. I'm so glad you're here. I talk about how to be that girl without the overconsumption and perfectionism. Please go ahead and subscribe if you can, like this video, comment at any point throughout this video if you hear something that you're like, oh my gosh, I love that, or oh my gosh, I do the same thing. Please comment. I love to interact with you guys. So commenting, liking this video, sharing it with your friends, all of that helps me out so much. We're gonna go ahead and get into today's video. I wanted to create a morning routine to be that girl without, of course, the overconsumption and perfectionism. If you're trying to build a morning routine that actually works without overconsuming, rushing, or making your life harder, this video is for you. My mornings are all about self-care, movement, and fueling my body. But the biggest thing to me, and if you've been on my channel over the last couple weeks, you'll know the gym is a lifestyle. And that is part of my morning routine on the days I go to the gym. It's not an afterthought. I don't rush through my workouts, and I always make time to stretch and recover. So I just wanted to make that clear before I start so that you know why I give the time that I do to the gym in my morning routine. The number one thing I do that sets me up for the best, most smooth and stress-free morning is setting up my clothes for the gym and for work the night before. That way I can kind of mindlessly go through that part of the day when I'm not really awake yet. Trust me, it saves time, eliminates one thing, so less decision fatigue, just makes everything flow easier. We're going to start with when I wake up. On the days I go to the gym, wake up is 5 a.m. It's a 5 a.m. wake up, but there's no rushing. I wake up at 5 a.m. not to be that girl, but because it actually gives me the time I need for what matters. First thing I don't do is scrolling. I'm not perfect, so some days I mess this up, but it is one of my top rules for myself is to get out of bed without scrolling, because it kind of just makes you already start the morning feeling behind, and you don't need that for a stress-free morning. Instead, I take a few deep breaths, stretch a little bit, and just let myself wake up without jumping into the day. Your morning should set you up for the day, not make you feel behind. All right, we got it mapped down to the minute. So 5:05 a.m., we are getting to the kitchen and we are hydrating. It's a hydrate and a slow start at 5:05 a.m. First thing, water. Nothing fancy, just hydrate. Some mornings I add electrolytes or some lemon if I'm feeling fancy. Don't overcomplicate it. And while I drink my water, I take a second to slow down. It's all about mindfulness. So I won't be looking at my phone when I'm doing this. I'll just be sitting there. Just take a couple minutes just to mindfully drink my water and just be grateful that I woke up. Kind of take in the stillness of the morning where the world is not awake yet. It's a small but important step, which helps me to feel more present instead of immediately rushing. Now at 5:10, we're gonna go ahead and put those workout clothes on and head to the gym. So to my gym, it's about a 10-minute drive, so that's the time that I've accounted for. I like using this time to mentally wake up. Sometimes I listen to music, sometimes a podcast. I normally like to save all of that for the gym. Honestly, I'm not even fully awake yet at this point, so it is a time where I can just kind of enjoy silence and just being mindful and just letting my mind naturally adjust to being awake. Another way to allow my body to not just immediately jump into stress mode. At 5:20, we are at the gym and we are strength training and focusing on recovery. I could do an entire video on recovery. I'm not gonna jump into what I mean by that right now. I don't like to squeeze the gym into my schedule. And if you've watched my other videos, or if you haven't, please go back and do that. I have tips for being that girl. And one of those is that you have to make exercise in the gym, whatever exercise you do, a lifestyle. It's not something we're just squeezing in or just getting it over with. It's something that's important. Movement is special. We're so lucky that we have the ability to move. I consider it a privilege. I'm going for longevity with the gym. Hope that you would consider making it something that you're not just trying to get a quick workout and get it over with, but something that you really make time for in your schedule and that it becomes a lifestyle. So I spend about an hour and 15 minutes training in the gym. And I don't rush through my workouts. I try to make sure that my form is impeccable so that I'm not injuring myself. Now around 6:35 a.m., I'm driving back home. I'm gonna call this segment Drive Home and Post-Workout Fuel. This is where I mentally start to shift gears, moving out of gym mode and into the rest of my day. Once I'm home, it's time to fuel. I love breakfast. Since I just trained, I need something high protein. Usually like eggs and type of meat. I really try to aim for getting 30 to 50 grams of protein in the morning. You can mix yogurt with protein powder and put fruit in it. There's just so many fun high protein recipes. I'm gonna pop some little inspo pictures up right now so that you can just get inspired, but there's so many fun high protein breakfasts. I like to keep it simple because I don't like to over complicate that part of my morning. Just wanna have like 3 eggs and like some sausage links or some bacon. That's totally fine. High protein is so important for aiding your body in recovery. At 6:55, we are moving into quick skincare and getting ready. Skincare equals simple. Cleanse, moisturize, SPF. Done. I do not have to have a 10-step skincare routine. Consider it overconsumption. I have a nighttime collagen mask that I use. I'm not within the mentality that thinks you have to have a 10-step skincare routine. I know that everyone has different plans. If that's you, that's totally fine. For me, my advice would just be keep it simple. Sometimes your skin does better when you just limit the amount of ingredients that you're putting on it. Since my outfit is already laid out, getting dressed is quick, takes me like 30 seconds. So normally in the morning, I only have to do like a quick body shower because I'm not doing a ton of cardio right now. I'm just working on staying consistent with my strength training. I don't normally need to wash my hair after the gym, but I'll hop in the shower for 5 minutes and I will time myself. I'll do my skincare after I take a 5-minute shower. I just forgot to mention that, but I just wanted to say that in there because I do shower after the gym and move on to getting dressed. Once I've gotten out of the shower and gotten my clothes on, I just do a quick makeup routine. My makeup routine, I've timed it. It takes me about 8 minutes. I simply just do whatever base I'm doing, whether that's a tinted moisturizer or a foundation. And then I do concealer, blush, brows, and mascara. I just stick to clean and simple products, and I don't do too much in the morning because honestly it's just easier to have like a simplified routine for me in the morning. I don't like to overthink that step. This also allows me to enjoy my morning routine without feeling super rushed. Now we're at 7:15. I take a moment to slow down. Before heading out of the house, I really like having a minute to slow down. I don't like that mad dash scramble out of the house. It just immediately starts off when I get to the office on kind of a chaotic note, and I don't like to feel that way. It doesn't mean I do a full-on journaling routine. This is part of me not doing the over-consuming or the perfection side of things. I just like to keep it simple with slowing down. There's no 30-minute meditation, although none of these things are bad. It's just part of me simplifying this routine to make it a that girl routine without the perfection. It can be as simple as having made my coffee and just looking out a window and drinking it mindfully instead of doing something that's high pressure that requires a lot of mental focus. Like just kind of taking time to be present in whatever way that you want to do that. It could even be me just like stepping outside with my coffee and honestly taking just like a little walk around the neighborhood if it's not too hot, or just sitting down with my dog and just like petting him in the morning, throwing the ball for him. It could be anything that is considered restful and peaceful to you before you walk out the door. It's not about productivity, it's about being present. Now at 7:45, I'm heading out the door. So for me, I have a 10-minute drive to work, so I leave 15 minutes before just to give myself a little buffer. So now at 7:45, I'm able to walk out the door feeling calm, not rushed. I moved my body, fueled myself, and taken a few moments for me, all without forcing myself into an unrealistic morning routine. And the best part, obviously my favorite part, is that the morning routine is not about perfection. It's just about feeling good. If you're trying to create a morning routine that actually works, let me know your non-negotiables in the comment. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I hope this helped you in some way. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments, or just things that you're gonna implement from your routine. I just love to hear from you guys, and I just appreciate you. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you next Thursday, my favorite day of the week, when I get to hang out with you guys. Hope you're doing well. Love you guys. Bye.